Why should that?
Under construction.
Takes about 15 years to figure out Westport.
It does.
What are we doing? What are you talking about?
We're talking about how negotiations are back.
Oh.
So here's some tips a buyer could use right now to still bring a lot of the traditional negotiation or traditional contingencies back in, but still have maybe a little edge over another contract, because we are still seeing some multiple offers out there, so you just never know.
Right.
So one thing is, in the building inspection phase, there's a couple of different options. You have an amount of time to do your inspections, which typically is about 10 days.
Right.
So that's normal. You could shorten that just a little bit.
Okay.
Because definitely building inspectors are not as busy right now as they were at one point. So you could shorten that. You could also take out the buyer's remorse clause. You know, we've talked about that before with your contract and stuff. And what sellers don't like is that there is a section in that inspection contingency that says once a buyer does their inspections, they can just terminate the contract for no reason whatsoever. So you could still remove that or put some parameters around that to maybe make yours look a little more attractive, because you are still leaving in the option to, once you do an inspection, to then move forward with asking for repairs or credits or whatever you want to negotiate with the seller at that point.
Right.
All you're removing is taking away your option to just change your mind.
Away. Right.
Exactly. So that's a good tip to put in there. And then also appraisal contingencies are back and, full force almost. So you could also put your timing in shorter for finance contingency, shorter for appraisal. The biggest concern a seller has, especially right now, is having the house off the market for a certain amount of time and the deal possibly falling apart.
Yeah.
So if you think about that going in and adjust your time frames, leave your contingencies in, but make them a little tighter so that you're going to stand out above somebody else.
This is a perfect example of you saying that multiple offers coming into homes, but not all offers are the same.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you don't, because we are just in this shifting sands right now, you're not sure if there is going to be another offer on that house.
Right.
So buyers are really in a conundrum of, what do I try to negotiate at all, or do I still come in a little bit higher? I'm seeing a couple escalation clauses come in, but they're not going into effect if there's not another offer there. So again, it's a little bit of unknown, and you don't want to lose the house for $5,000 or $10,000, but you also don't want to overpay for $5,000 or $10,000 right now.
It's a really tricky spot to be in, because that's the exact spot I was in. Right?
Yes.
How much do you want to pay not to lose the house?
Exactly.
And is it worth paying a couple of bucks over?
Exactly.
And do you want to be penny wise, dime foolish? And that you need an expert there, sort of having your back, sort of guiding you through all this.
And that's where an escalation clause might be a good tactic again, because a lot of times people were getting tired of them.
Right.
You were seeing agents saying no escalation clauses, but you could start another negotiation. Tip for a buyer is you could go in with a little bit lower offer price with an escalation, because we were to the point where we were doing offer prices above list plus escalations.
Right.
Now you can go in below list and add an escalation. So that way you're kind of hedging your bet that if there is somebody else that wants this house, then I'm willing to go up. But I don't have to go up if there's not somebody bidding against me. The only thing that does is it does show your cards a little bit, because you're going to put an escalation cap. But not everybody's going to come back and say, I'm going to pay my cap if nobody else wants this house.
All I know is my personal situation. Everyone I talked to in my family, whatever else, said, man, whoever your real estate agent was fantastic. They said your agent knew what they were doing.
That's me and Miss Lori. We got to give Lori credit.
Real quick, though, I got a letter from Stacy Kern.
Yep. Happy anniversary, Stacy.
Happy
1 year anniversary,
Stacy.
Yeah.
And it says that because I'm a Kathy Helbig client, there's the concierge service.
Yes.
So I call one number, and you guys switch over all the...
Yeah, they can do the utilities for you. And also we always have for our clients our book of handy dandy men and ladies. Handy dandy men and ladies. That's available to our clients and past clients. Yes.
So I just call this number. Is this number someone in your office, or is this somebody you work with?
It's a service that we use.
Okay, good.
But it'll help you switch all your utilities over and get you going.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, good. Kathy Helbig, 314
at your service.
314-276-OLD, 314-276-OLD. Get back to work. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you.